you are struggling academically or you have a child that is not doing very well in school, then this video is for you. If I say I'm not paying when I hear people say they are dull or they are not intelligent or they cannot make it academically, I will be lying because I was once like them. In this video, I'm going to tell you how I moved from a student that was not doing well in school to becoming one of the best graduating students in my class. Growing up, I had no real secondary school foundation. And to be honest, you could say that I learned nothing in secondary school. But somehow, by the time I graduated from the Department of Business Administration and Management, I was among the top students in my class. You might be wondering, how did that happen? Let me take you back. It all happened when I was in SS2. I remember that day very vividly. We were writing commerce exam. There was a girl sitting close to me. I tried to copy her notes. Now we go spy for class. And then she said, after I don't study finish, you come dey copy from me. This statement changed everything in me. And from that day, I promised myself that I will never copy anyone in the exam hall. Fast forward years later, I sat down to study for an exam in 2013 and was very serious. After the incident I had when I was in SS2, I became a member of Church of Christ and I saw my peers studying every single day for their exam. I didn't want to be left behind. Sometimes the bandwagon effect can be a positive thing if you're on the right path. I wrote JAMB, my result was average. I tried Uniben didn't take me, so I went to the second best choice and that was Auchi Polytechnic. If I knew then what I know now, I might have tried Uniben again because while having an HND doesn't make you less intelligent, it does limit certain things, especially when it comes to academic opportunities. In my first year at Auchi, I studied like never before. I had something burning inside of me, and that was pity. Pity for my parents. The first time I saw 100,000 naira in my house was when they gathered it painfully just to send me to school. When going to school, I told myself that I can't let this sacrifice be wasted. Immediately I went to that school, all these events combined together made me study every single day in school. My life in school was basically home, school, church. I didn't do nothing else in school. It was just from church to school to class. My biggest challenge in school was mathematics. When you lack the foundation of mathematics, it becomes very difficult for you to understand advanced math. So I had zero background regarding mathematics. Surprisingly, my second year in school, something changed. I took a course called Introduction to Statistics. And to my surprise, I did very well. That was the moment I realized something powerful. Where there's a will, there is a way. For someone who couldn't solve LCF or HCF, I found myself using advanced calculus in managerial economics. And at one point, I was creating my own formulas to explain solutions. It wasn't because I was a genius. Remember, I had no foundation, but it's because I worked very hard. And I'll tell you, hard work will beat talent every single time. See, I don't think I'm particularly intelligent. No, I'm not. But I'm relentless. I'm focused. While other persons were reading one material, I was reading 4. I read textbook from Uniben and other universities. I watch YouTube videos just to have an understanding of that subject. Those extra pages, those extra textbook made a huge difference. If you are watching this video, let me tell you that no child is dull. We all learn differently. The secret is to understand how your brain works and then create your own learning pattern. I've noticed that some children, you have to explain it over and over again. So persons like pictures. They want to see it visually for them to understand what is going on. Some students can read a day to the exam and still pass that exam. All you have to do is to understand how you learn. For me, I had to develop the habit of learning. It wasn't something I was born with. It's something that I had to develop. Now I read every single day. Not because I want to write an exam, but because I have this quest for knowledge. It's not like I had this habit when I was growing up. All these experiences brought me here today. And it's the reason I read every single day. So if you are not excelling academically, I want you to ask yourself, how do you learn? And if you have a child that is not performing very well, study your child to know how your child learns. No child is dull. Don't ever let anyone make you feel less than what you can become. If a boy like me who learned nothing in secondary school could rise to top his class, then you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. Till date, I still have difficulty in spelling, but I'm learning every single day. Some days I go online just to learn grammars. Some days I'm learning linear equation. It's not because I want to use it. Where I lack in knowledge, I excel in work. Those knowledge I could not acquire in secondary school, it's never too late. I'm acquiring them today. If my story inspired you, I want you to give this video a thumbs up. I want you to share this video to someone who needs encouragement. And please subscribe to this channel. I discuss business tips, I discuss marketing, I also discuss productivity. And I want you to remember, no child is dull. As always, this is my personal opinion. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.